Imagine this. You're sitting at your desk, surrounded by stacks of notes, highlighters bleeding neon across the pages, and a clock ticking down to your next exam. You've been studying for hours, yet when the moment of truth arrives, your mind goes blank. Sound familiar? It's not just you. It's your brain playing a cruel trick, wiping out 70% of what you learned in just 24 hours. But what if I told you there's a way to outsmart your brain? A way to lock in knowledge so deeply it stays with you for life? In Japan, students memorize over 2,000 intricate kanji characters, not by grinding endlessly, but by tapping into ancient science-backed secrets that make learning feel like a superpower. Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a journey through 5 Japanese-inspired hacks that will transform how you learn. These aren't just tips. They're a revolution in how you connect with knowledge, blending neuroscience, emotion, and a touch of samurai spirit. By the end, you'll be itching to try them, fueled by a fire to unlock your brain's hidden potential. Let's dive in. Method 1. Active recall. The samurai's blade of memory. Picture a samurai standing in a misty dojo, sword in hand. Their strength doesn't come from watching others fight. It comes from sparring, striking, and feeling the weight of every move. Learning is no different. Most of us obsess over input, rereading notes, watching tutorials, highlighting until our pages look like a rainbow. But your brain doesn't care. It's craving output, the thrill of pulling knowledge from the depths of your mind. The secret. Active recall is about forcing your brain to retrieve information without crutches. Close your book, grab a blank sheet of paper, and write down everything you remember about a topic. It's messy. It's tough. You'll stumble, and that's the point. Every struggle is a spark, forging stronger neural pathways. Think of it as mental weightlifting. Each rep makes you stronger. How to do it? After studying a chapter, shut the book and quiz yourself. Write out key concepts, draw diagrams from memory, or explain the topic to an imaginary friend. Feel the frustration? Good. That's your brain rewiring itself, turning fleeting facts into permanent knowledge. Why it works. Neuroscience shows that retrieving information strengthens memory far more than passive review. It's called the testing effect. And it's why Japanese students don't just read kanji. They quiz themselves relentlessly, carving each character into their minds like a master sculptor. Your next step. Tonight, try this with one topic. Feel the rush of recalling something you thought you'd forgotten. It's not just learning, it's reclaiming your brain's power. Method 2. The Kumon Method. Small steps, giant leaps. Have you ever stared at a mountain of study material and felt your heart sink? The overwhelm is real. But what if you didn't have to conquer the mountain all at once? In Japan, the Kumon Method is like a gentle river, carving through stone, not with force, but with steady, persistent flow. It's about breaking your learning into tiny, bite-sized steps that feel almost too easy, until you realize you've scaled the mountain without breaking a sweat. The secret. Instead of cramming 50 pages in one night, commit to mastering one concept a day. A single kanji, a single formula, a single idea. Do it daily and watch those small wins stack up like bricks in a fortress. As James Clear says in Atomic Habits, get 1% better each day, and in a year you're 37 times better. That's the Kumon magic. Small steps. Massive transformation. How to do it. Pick one topic. Spend 10 minutes breaking it into its smallest parts. Learn one part today, another tomorrow. Use flashcards, quick notes, or even a sketch. Make it fun, like a daily puzzle. Over weeks, those pieces will fuse into a masterpiece of understanding. Why it works. Your brain loves consistency over chaos. Small daily efforts bypass overwhelm and build habits that stick. Japanese students use Kumon to turn complex subjects into second nature, and you can too. Your next step. Start with something small tonight. A vocab word, a math trick, a history fact. Feel the joy of mastering one piece. You're not just learning. You're building a legacy of knowledge. Method 3. Spaced repetition, watering your memory garden. Imagine your brain as a garden, each fact a delicate seedling. If you drown it with too much water, cramming, it wilts. If you neglect it, it fades. Spaced repetition is the art of watering your garden just when it needs it. keeping every memory vibrant and alive. It's the secret Japanese students use to keep 2,000 kanji blooming in their minds year after year. The secret: review what you've learned at strategic intervals, 24 hours later, then 3 days, a week, a month. Each review strengthens the memory, making it harder to forget. It's like telling your brain, this matters, keep it safe. How to do it: after studying, set a reminder to review the material the next day. Use flashcards, try apps like Anki, or a notebook. Quiz yourself briefly, then schedule the next review for 3 days later. Keep stretching the intervals as the memory grows stronger. Make it a ritual like tending a garden you love. Why it works: the spacing effect proves that spaced-out reviews lock knowledge into long-term memory. Japanese students don't cram before exams. They nurture their knowledge over time, making it unshakable. Your next step: pick one thing you learned today and review it tomorrow. Feel the satisfaction of watching it stick. You're not just studying, you're cultivating a mind that remembers forever. Method 4. Kaizen. The 1% revolution. Close your eyes and think of the last time you felt unstoppable. Maybe you nailed a presentation, aced a game, or cooked a meal that wowed everyone. That didn't happen overnight. It was built on tiny, consistent efforts. In Japan, this is called Kaizen, the philosophy of continuous improvement, where 1% better each day sparks a revolution in your life. Forget cramming. Kaizen is about a steady, soulful progress that feels like a warm embrace. The secret: spend just 6 minutes a day on learning. 2 minutes of active recall, 2 minutes of spaced repetition, 2 minutes of focused practice. It's so simple it feels like cheating, but in a month you'll be 30% sharper. In a year, you'll be a master. How to do it: set a timer for 6 minutes. Quiz yourself on yesterday's material. Active recall. Review older notes, spaced repetition, and practice one new skill or concept. Do it daily, like brushing your teeth. Watch how these tiny sparks ignite a wildfire of growth. Why it works: Kaizen leverages the power of compound growth. Small, consistent actions bypass burnout and build unstoppable momentum. Japanese students use this to master everything from kanji to calculus, and it's your ticket to the same. Your next step: commit to 6 minutes tonight. Feel the pride of taking one small step. You're not just learning, you're sculpting a better version of yourself. Method 5. Su. The art of deep focus. Have you ever been so lost in something, a book, a song, a game, that the world melted away? That's Su, the Japanese art of deep focus, where you and your task become one. It's not just about studying, it's about falling in love with the moment, turning learning into a sacred ritual that your brain can't resist. The secret: create a space and routine that signals to your brain it's time to shine. Clear distractions, light a candle, use the same pen, or play a specific song. These cues transform learning into a ceremony, making every moment unforgettable. How to do it: design a distraction-free study zone. No phone, no notifications, just you and your work. Before starting, do something small to mark the moment. Take a deep breath, sip tea, or write "let's do this" on your page. Then dive in, giving your full heart to the task. Why it works: rituals create cues that prime your brain for focus, triggering a state of flow where learning feels effortless. Japanese students use Su to make every study session a masterpiece, and you can too. Your next step: create your study ritual tonight. Feel the calm, the clarity, the connection. You're not just studying, you're crafting moments that matter. You've just unlocked 5 secrets that Japanese students have used for centuries to master their minds. These aren't just hacks, they're a love letter to your potential, a reminder that learning can be joyful, powerful, and deeply human. The question is, will you keep scrolling, letting these ideas fade like yesterday's notes? Or will you take one small step today, 6 minutes, a blank sheet of paper, a candle, and start a revolution in how you learn? I know what it's like to feel stuck, to pour your heart into studying only to watch it slip away. But I also know the thrill of mastering something new, the quiet pride of knowing you've grown. You deserve that feeling. So try one hack tonight. See how it feels to learn smarter, not harder. And when it clicks, when you feel that spark, come back and share your story in the comments. I can't wait to hear it. Hit that subscribe button because this is just the beginning. Together we'll uncover more ways to unlock your potential, one tiny, transformative step at a time. Let's make learning a love story. See you in the next video.